Domni, Jesus Christ.
How do you girls feel about murdering unborn babies in the womb?
Who cares?
Right. Well, that's the evil, right? So that's like the evil response, right? Who cares about innocent life, right?
I mean, it's not life until it comes out, so.
No, well, biologically, it's life as soon as sperm meets egg and a brand new DNA sequence is created. So scientifically, you would be incorrect, right?
Yeah, but up to 2 weeks, it's not a baby, it's a group of cells.
Right. Well, you're a group of cells, right? That's what
Yeah.
you are. Right. That's what we
Yeah.
all are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But it doesn't have a heartbeat until third week, so.
Right, but
matter.
it is a human life, right? Biologically,
really.
it's a human life.
Not
No.
really.
No. Biologically, it's factual that it's a human life. And now here, let me just lay this out. Let me lay it out real quick.
Okay.
Okay, biologically, we can look it up. Biologically, it is a human life. The word murder, the definition is the unjustified taking of human life with malice of forethought. So let's just apply those two together, and what do we get? It's undeniable that taking the innocent life is unjustified. It is with malice of forethought, meaning you planned to do it. It wasn't an accident. It is by definition murder.
Okay. One question. Why are you screaming?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I get worked up about like this injustice that people like rave and rant for. You know, they act like somehow taking innocent life is health care. Right? Like it's like these.
Yeah, but what if this
euphemisms.
innocent life wasn't wanted, like, in any situation?
Totally, yeah. If you don't want somebody around, you can kill them. That's your argument.
No. It's like, what if it's rape?
Right. What if it's rape? So if it's rape, do two wrongs make a right?
No,
right.
never.
So the woman had something terrible happen to her, and why was the rape wrong? Right. The rape was wrong because she did not consent to it. It was one person using their body against another person. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can she turn around and do exactly what the rapist did? She's going to now use her body. She's now going to use her body against another body, right? That's what's going to happen. So she doesn't have the right.
Okay. Another question. So if the abortion is needed, what if if it doesn't, like, you don't abort it, you are killing yourself? What is that?
Well, so in the United States, there's a growing number of OBGYNs, right? Doctors. Medical doctors that have come out and said that their consensus is abortion is never medically necessary.
No, it is.
Well, are you a doctor? I'm sorry, you might be a doctor. Are you a medical doctor?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to call you a liar, but I do feel like you might not be being honest with me at the moment, right?
Okay, I finished medical school in general.
Did you?
What is that in English? Yeah, I'm 28.
And you have expertise in delivering babies, like in that section.
That's what I thought it
You're
for.
an OBGYN.
Yeah.
Right. And so you have evidence that what this growing group of OBGYNs has said is medically incorrect. You have some proof of that.
Yeah, we are taught that in school.
You're taught that in school, but what I'm saying is these people are in practice, right? And so are you sure what you're being taught in school is correct?
Well, you see, when a baby was made and it kills the woman, who would you choose? Okay, let's put it that way, actually, yeah. Okay. Who would you choose? Like, okay, your wife or the child that was unborn?
Right. Well, okay. So it's kind of like let's say that there's a car accident, right? And the car is teetering on the edge of a cliff, right?
Yeah.
And there's two people inside. There's like a mother and a daughter, let's say.
Yeah.
You save who you can, right? Then you can only save one.
So who would you save? Who would you save? That was not the question. Who would you save?
Well, you wait and you watch, right?
No, you don't wait and you watch. You gotta choose your wife or your unborn child.
You sound maybe German or you sound
Italian.
Okay, you're Italian. Okay. You guys didn't really help the Germans too well back in the day, but either way.
What does that have to do with what the history? No. Why are you going from subject to subject. I
No,
asked you a question:
I'm sorry.
wife or unborn child?
Yeah. 100%. So here in the United States, doctors take what's called the Hippocratic Oath, okay? Which says, which starts with, I shall do no harm. Which means a doctor here ethically cannot take the life of a baby, though they do it, right? They break that, they break their oath every time it happens, right? They're happy to break their oath, right? And so no, here in the United States, they would be, if they were following their oath, they would be required to wait and watch. And then it would be at the last moment, but saying do no harm doesn't give you the right to do harm, right? You've taken an oath in front of God to not do harm. If you take the life of a human, that is by definition harmful. So you wait and you watch.
You don't really give me an answer, you see.
Right. Well, the
I
answer
want
you
your
want
answer.
Me to give
No.
The answer you want me to give you, you're bringing up a hypothetical question, right? That by the way,
might
a
happen.
growing number of doctors disagree with you on, right? You say that because you were taught something that you know better than they do, but a group of doctors here
I'd
would
never
say,
said that, no.
a group of doctors here would say that you are incorrect in your hypothetical question, that your hypothetical question is invalid, but yet you still want an answer from me. So I gave you my answer, as I believe that your hypothetical is not a valid question.
You don't gotta be so aggressive. It's not an argument.
Everything you said is invalid.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's your. Okay. So no.
Yeah, you have an opinion. We have an opinion.
Everything I said was invalid. Okay. So tell me.
Can we stop interrupting each other, please?
Well, she made a claim. I'm just trying to answer her.
Yeah, but you didn't have.
I didn't ask you anything.
You said no. You didn't ask me anything. You made a claim.
But you are so aggressive about it. You don't gotta be.
You have an opinion. We have a different opinion. That's.
I didn't give you opinion. I gave you fact and then law. Right? I gave you biological fact and then I gave you law. I didn't give you an opinion.
You don't have to be aggressive. Again, it's not an argument.
Well, we are making arguments for or against the slaughter.
Yeah, but it's not an argument
humans.
that we gotta argue on. You don't have to be aggressive about it.
Okay, you don't have to be aggressive about it. Fair enough. I mean, I agree. Sometimes when you're standing up to injustice, sometimes you get a little aggressive, right?
Yeah, you're getting worked up.
Why are you getting worked up, really?
Because you're
about abortion.
Well, because you're arguing for murdering babies.
We're not
Are you a woman?
If you don't get worked up about that, then what do you get worked up over?
Right.
You're not a woman. You can't say stuff like that. You don't know what's happening.
I say stuff like that if I'm not a woman. That's not a valid argument.
You don't know what's going on in a woman's body. You don't know what she went
in that body. I was once the vulnerable person in the position that I am arguing to protect.
Again, why are you screaming?
I'm not screaming. Why do you keep telling me that I'm screaming? Right? No. I'm just speaking. This is how I speak. Right?
Yeah, but
you're
that sounds very aggressive, and like you're attacking us.
Are you like afraid that I'm going to reach across the internet and do something terrible to you?
No, we don't care.
Okay, well, exactly. Well, that's where you started the conversation. Is I don't care, right? You don't care about innocent life. You're happy to scream like banshees that you should be allowed to kill innocent people. Because you feel. You've given no valid argument for it. You've only said, I feel. You have given zero valid argument. You have not answered my question of where my logic is flawed. You just feel like you have the right to kill other people.
Again, she said, it's not a person yet. So.
Right, but factually, it is a person. You are a clump of cells, yes. 100%. We are all clumps of cells.
There's not a human yet. It doesn't have a heartbeat.
Right, that's not, okay, so how is it growing? If it's not alive, then how does it grow? How does something that's not living grow? You have no answers for any of it. All you can say is you don't feel it's a life. That's dehumanizing language. That's you subscribing value to life. You don't have the right to do that.
You do realize that before you talked to us, you did your research. We didn't have time.
No.
No,
I?
he didn't do
What? Okay.
I
Well,
know.
what?
At some
What
point,
do you
yeah.
think would be a valid argument for taking innocent life? What's the valid argument?
Rape.
Are we debating right now? For real?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's
So
a
you
debate.
think that if you get raped, you now have the right to kill another person?
I don't want to birth someone who made me go through that. Do you
You
imagine
don't
you're
wanna, they didn't make,
don't
the baby
don't
didn't make
no
you
no
go
no
through
no
anything.
wait, don't interrupt me, please. I'm speaking. Thank you very much. So, if you are a woman, don't roll your eyes at me. We're having a fucking conversation. Thank you very much. You are a woman, imagine that, right? A man rapes you. Do you want to birth your rapist child? To have
No,
someone
terrible things
from
happen
him
to
in
people.
your life?
Terrible things happen to people. 2-year-olds get leukemia,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah,
go
I
through a
know
bunch
that.
of pain
Yeah.
and then they die.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
that they have the right to do terrible things to other people.
Okay. Is that
So,
your argument?
My argument is 2 wrongs don't make a right. You could kill the rapist. I 100% am for killing the rapist. 100%. I want
Okay,
to
let's
kill them
kill the rapist.
brutally in the
You're
street.
100%. You 100% said you can kill the rapist, but you can't kill some cells.
Right.
Are you being
can
for real?
kill the criminal, but you cannot
Let's
kill
kill the
an
criminals.
innocent
There will be
person.
no abortions after that. Let's kill all the rapists. Why are none of the rapists killed, actually? They're put in 5 years in prison. That's
Listen,
it. That's
I'm
all they
with you.
get.
If you want to go out on the streets and you want to fight with me for rapists to be brutally murdered in the street in front of their family, I'm totally with you. I'm 100% with you on that. We should kill rapists. Without a doubt, unquestionably. We should send a strong message that we will protect women. 100%. And then we should send a strong message that we will protect innocent life. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the only point I agree with you for now. But yeah, that was good.
Yeah, well, but if you think about it, you have not been able to come up with even one reasonable argument besides you feel like you should be able to do this. You don't have any, you've got nothing besides my feelings. It's not valid.
It's not only feelings.
But you would be able to articulate it if it was more than feelings.
I can't articulate it. It's just you're making us angry because you're screaming and it's provocative. You.
Good.
Yeah. We don't really want to.
I mean to provoke. Absolutely. I would
argue with a woman. I would argue with a woman, but with you, you don't know women, so
it doesn't matter. Again, I was the one in that position. That's like telling a slaver. That's like telling a slave, listen, I'm not going to argue with a slave. I'll argue with a slaver, right? Right? Because it's the same thing, right? Do you understand the
Why are you
logic
bringing
there?
up slavery now? Why are you bringing up
Because
slavery?
the arguments for abortion are often the same arguments that people used to advocate for slavery. They're the same arguments. Those aren't really humans, right? So you made that argument. The dehumanizing language, those aren't really humans, so we can do this to them. So that's the dehumanizing part. You're not, so you say, well, you're not a woman, right? So it's my body, my choice, right? Well, the slavers would have said, my plantation, my prerogative, right? These are the
if
same
you talk
arguments.
about if you talk about slavery, we're not going to talk anymore. So have a nice.
It's because when you get
have a nice day. Bye.